The third Saturday in October. A simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. The Big Orange able to escape with a close win the last time they saw the Tide.
The last game, Tennessee came out firing right out of the gate. They were ready to go. They were locked in, dialed in. David, in this one, they're going to have to do that again. You cannot get behind the Tide in a game of this magnitude.
No, but how about last year building confidence for this year? Knowing that you beat the mighty Crimson Tide, it gives you confidence. You know you can do it again. Start this game off with that confidence.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Horton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The give to the lone running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This is...
There he goes! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Third down coming up.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Tennessee's offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Finds his big tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Vols line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Snag in the middle. It's Bernard. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
You can just just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They'll try to sneak it. Sneak gets it done. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Bishop. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Headed outside for the line. It's Thomas. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Trying to get rid of it. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The inside handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because when he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Working that left side now. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw him just freeze the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Punts it out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk, but I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out route, stay in the middle of the field. Nice high percentage play.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Aguilar. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Horton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Cueva. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown time! And with that, they move out front for the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down. Stops the clock and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the run, it's Thomas. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. To pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Aguilar. Caught. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. You
gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Grabs it inside the 10. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Trying play action. Here's a hit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Celebration turned out to be a little premature as that flag takes the score off the board and we play on.